Help, motherfucker!
Many months later.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Shut up! What the fuck? Yo! Bruh.
Oh shit.
You suck!
After a one-sided encounter with the covetous demon, we start climbing the Earthen peak. I absolutely love this level. I like the design of the place, the construction of the level. It feels really good. I like it a lot. The enemies are also pretty cool to fight. A lot of them try to ambush you. It kinda mirrors the bandits in Huntsman Scopes in a way. There's also a bunch of traps hidden here and there. Overall, I like this level. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. It's one of my favorite levels in Dark Souls 2. One of the reasons is that like the idea behind climbing a giant windmill from bottom to the top is just really cool in theory, and here in practice, well, the execution is really good. It kinda reminds me of Sense Fortress, but better, because Sense Fortress had a lot of frustrating things about it, like if you fall down, well, like fighting the Titanite demons in Dark Souls 1, it's not good, the hitboxes aren't good. Here, there's none of that. If you fall, you just die. There's that. But at the same time, there aren't as many traps as in Sense Fortress, so you're less likely to fall. You can still fall. If it happens, it's not as frustrating, it's because you played badly. Like, it's a skill issue here. And that's what I like about this level. The danger is present, the challenge is present, but it's not too much. It's not super easy, you have to be really careful. It's like, it's fine, it's the good mix of everything, it's a good balance, you know? It's perfectly balanced, as all things should be, as the Purple Man once said. Now, the layout is not too simple. If you take Huntsman Scopes, the main path to get out of the area is pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. There are a few branching paths here and there. I'm not going to say the layout for Huntsman Scopes is bad, I didn't say that in the videos about it. Here, the layout is pretty complex, like it's not just a bunch of stairs you have to climb to reach the top. It kinda goes in all directions. There's a few branching paths as well with hidden loot and hidden enemies and even hidden NPCs. You can talk to Gilligan, for example, which we'll come back to Mytha after that. You can navigate around just fine. It's not like super maze-like. It's good, the balance is good. Same for the enemies, they're not frustrating, they are not a bunch of pieces of cake. Same for the traps. I'm going to say it again, but I really like this area. Although, there are a few things that make it not perfect. First thing is, of course, the covetous demon, which we talked about in the last video, and it would definitely help make the area better, as well as the Harvest Valley better, if the covetous demon was actually a real tough fight. Not frustrating, tough, challenging, and good. Next, we have the animation problem of the Desert Pyromancers. There is a few Desert Pyromancers here in Earthen Peak. It's not that bad of a flow, although it's still a flow, so I have to mention it. I also brought that up in the last video. Lastly, weird mechanics. There are two weird mechanics in Earthen Peak. The first one is that you can drain the poison pool in Mytha's area by burning the windmill. Now, I guess the logic behind that is that the windmill is carrying poison now, and before it was carrying floor, I guess. And so if you stop the windmill by burning it, it removes the poison from the air area. It's kind of weird when you think about it. It's really counterintuitive. I think they need to make this better if they do a remake, because right now it's very confusing. And the fact that Mytha's boss fight is a pain in the ass with the poison pool doesn't help in that regard. Without it, it's too easy, but I'll talk about this tiny bit later when we talk about Mytha's boss fight. For the other mechanic, well, it's after a boss fight, it's the magic elevator. I call this the magic elevator because you're at the top of a windmill and the elevator goes up again, and then you reach a freaking volcanic area. Like, doesn't make any sense at all. Now, a lot of people already discussed this, but apparently the elevator was supposed to go down until you reach basically the Iron Keep, and the Iron Keep is located inside of a volcano, sort of. That makes sense, okay, but why did they make the elevator go up in-game? That's really weird, because, like, just imagine, you're at the top of a freaking building, you take an elevator, you go up, and then you're inside a volcano, like... What? Is the volcano floating in the air above the giant windmill? It doesn't make sense at all. It's really weird, and it breaks the immersion totally when that happens. And when you realize, did I just go up into a freaking volcano? Like, how? It's really weird. They need to fix this in a remake, because, well, I know it's the end of the area, so it doesn't make the Earthen Peak bad. since, well, it's after the Earthen Peak, but it still doesn't help the overall game. Now, yeah, those two features make absolutely no sense whatsoever, and changing them in a remake would definitely help the player immersion. Now, let's talk about the fight with Mytha. Now, as I said, if you drain the poison pool, the fight is okay, although a bit too easy. If you don't drain the poison pool, it's a pain in the ass. Her moves are cool, although not always super threatening. Her sending her head away to attack us before leaping at it to retrieve it gives her more personality than literally all the previous bosses in this game. Not having any of the bosses talk doesn't really help in that regard. Cutscenes are usually made for that purpose, but in Dark Souls 2 they are mainly made to look cool. The Last Giant, the Pursuer, Freya, the Old Iron King, they have cutscenes, but it just makes them look cool, and that's it. Doesn't really give them much of a personality. Her lore is interesting. She ties with the Old Iron King and Iron Keep, the area you enter right after. The fight is okay. I view her as one of the better bosses in this game, although not extraordinary. Maybe make her throw her head for area denial. Like what she does in game right now is that when she throws her head, the head explodes. What they could do to make the fight harder without the poison pool, please, in a remake, remove the poison pool, please, and just make her like throw her head in second phase, and the head stays on one spot and keeps, I don't know, shouting, singing, and if you enter the area around the head, you take damage from it. So basically that means you have to fight the main body without dodging in the direction of the head. Could be a fun mechanic. Funnier than the freaking poison pool, you know? Now, overall, I like this level a lot. The enemies, the layout, the design, the boss, the traps, everything about it is good. It's not insanely good, it's good. It's really good compared to the rest of the game, honestly, it's nice. Now, I said compared to the rest of the game, the early areas are really great, so it's kind of unfair to say it's so much better than the rest of the game. No, it's really good, it's really good. Now, if you compare this to other Souls games, well, compared to Bloodborne, for example, the areas in Bloodborne are really good, especially in terms of atmosphere. If you compare it to Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 3's areas are fine, but they're not the selling point of the game, it's more the bosses. In Dark Souls 2's case, I think this area is great, and it should be the selling point of the game. Although, if they ever do a remake, of course, they should definitely work on the boss fights to make the game really good. To conclude, this level is really good, the Covetous Demon is bad, needs to change, the animations of Desert Pyromancers should also be better, they should change the mechanics about the magic elevator and burning the windmill, make Mytha maybe slightly harder, and remove the poison pool, make her just a great boss fight, and by fixing all those flaws I just mentioned, you could end up with a really great level. Maybe also add 1 or 2 strong mini-bosses, like a Pursuer style encounter. That was pretty good in the Lost Bastille, I really liked it, and it's kinda missing here, you know, like the enemies are all fine by themselves, and when you fight them there's like 1, 2 or 3 of them at the same time, which makes it challenging, and just fighting one strong enemy, one strong mini-bosses, I think it would help make the area feel even better. Now, I also suspect Miyazaki liked this area a lot, since we can see the ruins of the Earthen Peak in Dark Souls 3's DLC, so if I should conclude about this area, I would give it at least an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9, I'm not sure. It's really good, it could be even better though, so I'm gonna stick with my 8 out of 10. Anyway, thank you for listening, I'll see you next time for Iron Keep. Bye!